Bacteria doubles, 2, goes to 4, goes to 8, goes to 16, goes to 32. And in 24 hours, we have 2 to the 72 microbes.
O'Neal deep in the post, lots of contact there. Oh, what a block by Wallace!
Und Nacht arbeiten die deutschen Rüstungsfabriken. Riesige Glühöfen härten Eisen zu Stahl. Stahl für unsere Waffen, für Bomben und Granaten.
Despite the differences of these worlds, they have one chemical substance in common. One so common that we have completely neglected its properties. For millenniums, top minds have unwittingly researched dihydrogen monoxide. Among them, Archimedes, Boyle, Newton, Leeuwenhoek, Curie, and even Oppenheimer.
Are you aware of the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide?
I've heard stories. It's pretty crazy stuff. Oh, you want an example?
Yeah. Is there an example?
Wow, I heard this story of this radio station. They're having a contest of who can consume the most dihydrogen monoxide without eliminating it. And, this went on and there was a winner, but the sad thing, someone actually died consuming too much. So that's the dangerous thing. You got to be very careful dealing with this, this molecule. It can be dangerous, so watch out.
Since ancient times, people have been mesmerized by the deadly yet elegance of dihydrogen monoxide. It is common and abundant throughout the world, yet even though it's abundant, it has many side effects on a person's health. When a person overconsumes, it can even lead to death.
AP bio teacher, from a biological point of view, how is dihydrogen monoxide poisonous? Dangerous?
Well, one example that I can come up with is that all cells, whether they're plant cells or animal cells, cannot control the movement of dihydrogen monoxide across their cell membranes. It just moves from high concentration to low concentration. And since they can't control it, if the cell is in the appropriate environment, this substance will enter the cell to a point where it'll build up a pressure inside the cell that's great enough that an animal cell without a wall around it will actually explode.
Dihydrogen monoxide can act as a carrier of deadly bacteria and viruses that can cause diseases such as cholera and typhoid. Cholera epidemics can still cause deaths today, especially in developing countries. It is also a required chemical for breeding pests that spread other diseases such as West Nile, yellow fever, and ammonia. The dihydrogen monoxide solution also contains agents that can cause cancer.
Dihydrogen monoxide is also key in the erosion of land masses, as well as damages to national monuments. Its solutions are harmful to electronics, reducing the productivity of businesses and industries and forcing them to have constant repairs. It aids in the oxidization of metals, which leads to building damages, decay of bridges, as well as structural supports. This is also taxing economically.
What are the effects of dihydrogen monoxide?
Yeah.
I've had some personal experience with dihydrogen monoxide. When I was a child, we lived in Nebraska, and during the winter, dihydrogen monoxide was a real problem because it's very corrosive. It would cut paths in the street. If you were walking down the street, you could easily slip and fall and crack your head open on it. It was really a scary time. So I would encourage all people to avoid dihydrogen monoxide as much as possible.
Dihydrogen monoxide is a byproduct of industrial endeavors as well as depletion of fossil fuels. Despite this fact, many companies still use this chemical even in their products. Some consumable goods, such as sports drinks and canned goods, contain dihydrogen monoxide. Athletes throughout the ages have used this substance to gain an unfair advantage by helping them recover from workouts and competition. Although unfair, dihydrogen monoxide remains the only legal performance enhancer.
Well, as student athletes on campus, I think everybody is aware we have an athletic code. Within that athletic code, it says no illegal substances will be used. And anything that's performance enhancement definitely will not be tolerated amongst the coaching staff or the athletes. And if I'm aware that people are using dihydrogen monoxide, there could be repercussions. So be very careful out there.
So using dihydrogen monoxide in order to enhance their abilities?
Dihydrogen what?
Dihydrogen monoxide.
No, but if they are, I'm going to get to the bottom of this so that we can fix it, because that doesn't sound right.
Thank you. Have you ever operated under the influence of dihydrogen monoxide?
Yes, I have. And I can't remember a day when I haven't had it. Yeah, I can't let go of that stuff.
In the 1940s, Dr. J. Robert Oppenheimer and his students worked to develop the world's first atomic bomb, where dihydrogen monoxide would be the main component used in manufacturing this weapon. A rare isotope of dihydrogen monoxide, known as deuterium oxide, is used by many countries and many scientists in order to enrich uranium. This new isotope was then used to produce the weapon itself. And the following years, scientists have discovered that deuterium oxide can also enrich uranium to the point where it becomes plutonium, and this creates a much more powerful weapon. During the Cold War, politics of the world was burdened by the perpetual fear of this bomb. It has been the means of expanding totalitarian influence as well as taxing on the scientific and political world.
Dihydrogen monoxide is also used in various torture methods. As of 2009, Barack Obama has banned the use of this substance in interrogation of terrorists as well as prisoners of war. This torture method is also viewed as not only a war crime, but a crime against human rights.
I do believe that it is torture. I don't think that's just my opinion. That's the opinion of many who've examined the topic. And that's why I put an end to these practices. I am absolutely convinced it was the right thing to do. Not because there might not have been information that was yielded by these various detainees who were subjected to this treatment, but because we could have gotten this information in other ways.
If you haven't guessed yet, dihydrogen monoxide is just water.